I don't even know what to say no more. I've done this video like 3 times, and I never tacos. I was like, I don't know how pregnant women eat. I'm not showing you nothing. You can't see nothing. And I've been practicing since getting raspy, across more truer.
In terms to what extremes, my mom.
I'm sorry, and don't worry, I got my brush too.
Time for yourself. I mean, you always got the truth. You can talk, except my fingernails. I usually do them a little better. My hands are just. Hi, my name is Jessica. Welcome to another one of my videos. Excuse the sound acoustics, it's not the best in here. Today is actually Saturday, February 16th, 2013. See, I'm still having a problem with the 12 and the 13. Yes, that is water. Okay, that's why the acoustics. So I'm doing something a little different today, so don't mind me. I am relaxing in my tub, and no, you ain't coming in here. So, what entitled me to do another video so dang quick? I'm doing this very carefully, so not to piss off the people at YouTube or embarrass the hell out of me, so it's all good. You know what, I need to do something a little bit better, so hold on just a second. There we go, that's better. So no, we are not going to piss off YouTube today. So hi, how's it going? So what entitled me to do another video so dang close together is a question and answer video. So work has been going frustrating. I'll give you an update before we get into questions and answers. And today is actually my Sunday. It's everybody else's Saturday, but it's my Sunday, so I'm sitting here relaxing in a tub, which ain't very big. My feet are against the other end, my back is but you know what, it's a tub, and you can't make these tubs that big in these motorhomes, these RVs. No, I got a 6-gallon water heater. All right, it's good enough for my showers. I can take a long shower. I can shave my legs. And speaking of which, I do have my razor. I need to shave my legs today, so I'm going to. And that's why I'm in the tub. And I need to relax. The stress of work is getting to me, and hey, gotta be true. Gotta be yourself. I'm in here relaxing. The first time I've ever done this inside of this trailer since I've had it. So, you know what? Might as well. So, I've had these questions, and that's what I'm doing here in the tub. I'm, relaxing a bit. So, I've had these questions. Excuse me while I sit up a little bit. No, I'm joking. Oh, what did I get myself into when I made this video? And I think this is going to be like part 1 of a part 2. So, and that's because I've been getting some really, really interesting questions. And, I got all this time off away from work because of my 3-day suspension from the last video. If you don't know about that, I know I'm using my shaver as a pointer. If you don't know about that, I'm just figured I'd relax in my tub. You know how small this tub is? I mean, I had to let the water heater heat up twice, and during the middle of the water heater, I got a mixing bowl that camera sitting on it right now to raise it up. It's like a 4-quart, like a gallon. And that microwave water. I also boiled some water and stuck it in here. I'm determined to relax, gosh darn it. So, let me start with some of these questions. Some of these questions, I'm not going to tell who they're from, okay? These are anonymous questions. And the reason being, there is no fame or glory to these questions. I mean, ouch. Let me sink down a little bit. Whew. Okay. So, one of the questions is, when did you realize that you were transgendered? And when you did realize that, how did you know it would, it worked with you? I mean, and I think what they're trying to say is pretty much, when did I realize that it was available to me? The options. And obviously, you know, hey, guess what? I'm an old fart, you know, I got no teeth. You know, hey, I'm just going to be an old lady. And when did I realize that it was actually available to me? I mean, I realized a long time ago that something was wrong, okay? And this is stemming way back when I was 6 years old, before I was adopted, to even my adoptive family. I knew I was different. I knew I wasn't. I was always jealous of the other girls. I'll tell you that right now. I was jealous of all my sisters, and my sisters know this, because I've told them. Because big family, big adoptive family. Make a long story short, and a lot of them know this, because I always borrowed their dresses every now and then when they weren't paying attention. But, you know, we were D Malay. Me and my brothers were D Malay, and, you know, it's, like a youth group from Mormon church, and it wasn't the Mormon church itself, it was something else. A D Malay, and the girls were rainbow, and they always wore the dresses, and I was always jealous. So, you know, I gotta shave my legs. Oh, might help if I put some shave on it, huh? Pure Silk. This segment is brought to you by Pure Silk. Plumeria Breeze. Brought to you by Walmart. Just get it at a damn store. I don't care. No, they're not plugging me. I wish. They should. Gosh darn it. So. No, you're not going to see nothing. Okay? I'm not going to put it on the camera. So I was always jealous of them. And I always knew something was different. I'm definitely going to have to watch this video very close to make sure I don't need to edit something. I'm not relaxing very good, am I? So, yes. I always knew something was different. When did I realize that I can actually do something about it? And that was recently, I would have to say, probably around 2005. And then so it was more about courage, okay? Because, yeah, don't mind me while I shave my legs. Courage goes a long way. And I don't know. And it wasn't so much about courage. I was 40 years old, okay? I was the only one pretty much living with my parents. Even though I was in their backyard, I wasn't, I was paying them rent. But I was living with them in a very small Texas town. And I think I've told a lot of people this. So, yeah. I was more scared of hurting their feelings. And not saying they wouldn't have understood, because I think from what one of my sisters said, they pretty much suspected. They knew that it would be on my own terms, stuff like that. But I didn't know this, and they're living in a small Texas town. I love them to death. I'm not going to sit there, and people talk in small towns. Gabby, 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 Gabby. I didn't want me to be the talk of the town to hurt my parents. You know what I'm saying? So, Yes. Out of fear of, of that, and a fear of other things, it took that opportunity to do a lot of research, to find other girls on YouTube and understand that, hey, guess what? There are other people just like me, and it's, it's something that takes a lot of courage. It takes strength. It takes commitment. And a lot of all that, not a lot of it, all of that is really, really hard to do unless you're willing to take a chance. And all that, as people know, that, it goes from one day to the next, from 1 hour to the next. I mean, I don't remember my 349th visit to Walmart. I don't remember. I will tell you this. I've only been to Walmart once in a dress. But here I am living full time. I just don't wear dresses. There's different. I just don't remember some of the stuff that I know. I gotta watch that quick. So it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of strength. And I realized it probably, when I was back, I'd say 2005. So was I 35 years old? I mean, because growing up, I knew something was wrong and I knew it was me. But at the same token, I'd research and it'd be like she-males, porn stars, Rocky Horror Picture Show. None of that went. None of that clicked. I'm sorry. That ain't me. Okay? I'm just relaxing in a tub. I'm not making a porn video out of it. So, with that being said, that's when I realized it. And, whether everybody realizes it and takes action at different times. Obviously, doing all the research I knew about the doctors and having to get signed off, and I went ahead and jumped ahead and just mail ordered my stuff. I never took the mail order. I did. I took the mail order in my hand, and I brought it to my doctor's office and said, you know what, hey doctor, guess, look, I got these. I haven't taken them yet, but I'm going to unless you prescribe me something. And he asked me a couple questions, making sure I was aware of the effects and stuff like that, and because that's pretty much nowadays what you need to know. And yeah, so here I am. Then I see a therapist, and the therapist has definitely helped me quite a bit. It's getting hot in here. Oh, and you know what? I forgot Mr. Brush. What's this gonna be? This is gonna be the second. Well, what was that? You don't want to know. No, it was a fork. I just got done eating breakfast too. So anyway, that's the question and the answer to that. When did I realize, the time and everything and how I went about it, how I knew it would affect me. I'm a late bloomer. I always knew I should have been female. I am female, and that pretty much goes with that. Now, another question, which is kind of interesting, it sort of goes with this. Do I regret not transitioning earlier? And regret is such a powerful word. It really is. Do I regret not transitioning earlier? I stopped to think, and you know what? I'd have to say no. Okay, and let me tell you something, and the reason being is because I love myself and I hug myself. I just had to stretch my back and I didn't want to show nothing. So, yeah, no, my wisdom. I mean, I got handed to a lot of the younger generation nowadays. The younger generation gave me courage. If they can do it, this old 40-year-old broad can do it. I mean, come on. So that gave me a lot of courage. But I am glad that I waited this long. Growing up, doing my drug days, even my depression days, I do not regret that. And I was drinking myself to death, drinking myself silly. A 30-pack of beer would last me 2 days. Tell me if I remembered anything. I was just drinking in my own sorrow. And it was warm beer. I'd have to drink. If I kept it cold, guess what? Other people would come drink it. So I just left it room temperature. So nobody could take it. Except me. So, yeah. No, I do not regret nothing. And definitely not regret transitioning earlier. I mean, yes. Obviously, my B cups would be probably a little bit bigger if I would have started at a younger age. But it's not all about that. Transitioning ain't about physical appearance, at least not to me. Transitioning to me is more about screwing my head on right and accepting myself for who I am. And it's I don't know. I know I think differently than other people. There's no correct answer. There's no right answer. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to transitioning or why you want to transition. Everybody does it for different reasons. That's like me in this bathtub. I'm doing it to relax. I don't even have a rubber ducky. I gotta get a rubber ducky so I can go squeak, 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 squeak. I haven't taken a bath in so long. I need to get some new bubble bath too. I need to get a bigger bathtub. Anyway, I digress. I do not regret not transitioning earlier. Obviously, with my parents' death, I wish I would have been able to tell them. Do I regret not telling them? I don't know. Regret is a powerful, powerful word, and I'm just not sure how to answer this question, or if I'm answering it correctly. Other than the fact that, hey, if it wasn't for my past, I wouldn't be who I am today. And even though I'm not perfect today, I know that I'm pretty strong and pretty lucky. So it's all good. And that goes with that. I'm going to answer one more question. I'm going to save the others for later. And I've heard that people ask this question. I'm not going to say who this person was. It is a good question. Okay? And it's about hormones. Because I've been on hormones now for almost a year and a half. Here in a couple weeks, it'll be a year and a half. And the question is, did hormones change my sexual preference? The answer to that is no. Okay? A little blue pill, a little bit... It's a weird question to answer. And I usually don't talk about sexual stuff on YouTube. I don't even take baths on YouTube. But this way, at least, I'm getting clean. And I'm just normal people. Most normal people take a shower. And, hey, I do have the shower head right here. So I can, oops, if I wanted, I get... Oops. It's my jacuzzi, so I don't have to fart in the tub. I'm joking when I say that, okay? Who said that? Was it Eddie Murphy? An old joke? Poor man's jacuzzi, farting in the tub. Alright, so anywho. I'm sorry. My sexual preference has always been pretty much... I mean, obviously I'm bi. But I lean more towards the lesbian side. I just do. It's none of your business. It's too much information. But I will answer this question in the aspect that, hey, guess what? Many people see themselves, okay, as either man or woman. There ain't no middle, there ain't no in between. I mean, well, there is, but, you know, me and you know that. But many people on this planet see themselves as man or woman. Being trans, okay, is not who we are. But being a man or a woman is who we are. The trans piece in the front, and this is why I use transgender instead of transsexual, but the trans piece in front, that's just a medical term used, for a medical condition, and it's not a definition of them as a person. So, I don't. That's why you don't see me. Even though, yes, I know I am transsexual, I'm gonna have the operation. You don't see the transsexual thing on there. It's transgender. It's trans. It's a medical condition. Guess what? This, whether or not it changed, my sexual preference, this has nothing to do with sexual preference. Being trans, no. But I'll tell you right now, that downstairs, I'm pissed. I was born with the wrong plumbing. Come on, okay? I was never able to be the cheerleader in high school. It's interesting when you think of it in those terms. It's like, gosh, would my life be so much different if I was born? Yes, of course. But at the same token, it didn't change my sexual preference. I still hate my downstairs. What in the hell makes me think I'm gonna go like some other guys downstairs? I mean, I can't even stand to look at my own. Hello? And I almost didn't even want to answer that question, but that is it. So, I remember, if you have more questions, I will make a part 2 to this video. Obviously, I will do it in my tub, because I need to relax while I'm doing it, and continue shaving and soaking, and it's important, just to relax and give yourself time, whether it be a bubble bath, once a month, or just going on a shopping trip or a shopping spree. It's hanging out with some friends. It's interesting. But no matter how you decide to do it, because I do it a totally different way. But no matter how you decide to do it, or if, whatever, you just got to remember, wrinkly fingers are always cool. Look at that. Oh, wow. That's the power of a tub. But you just got to be true. You got to be yourself. And with those two things, everything else should click together. It should. And it ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy at all. But you know what? If you're smiling like I smile, it's going to be well worth it. So, until next time, I got to run. So, until next time.